It is with pleasure that I introduce to you the graduate who will give the response on behalf of the graduating batch. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, honorable mention, and a scholar, academic scholar of Aboitiz Foundation. She worked her way up to deserve this academic scholarship, and she participated in various student development opportunities, such as the National Accountancy Research Summit and the 12th Aboitiz Future Leaders Business Summit, where she learned the value of communication, collaboration, and leadership. Her presence in the university has given us an opportunity to understand and appreciate diversity. Her Lasallian journey has inspired not only her fellow students, but also her professors and Lasallian formators. Her Lasallian education has further strengthened her faith and commitment to serve her own community. She has a story to tell, one that proves that keeping your faith in yourself, in others, and in your God will bring you to where you are today. Ladies and gentlemen, to give the response on behalf of the graduating batch, may I present to you Akmida Mamakota.
Thank you, Dean Nelka, for that introduction, and thank you all for the honor of speaking in behalf of the graduates today. National Scientist Dr. Lourdes Cruz, Chairperson of the Board of Trustees Mr. Edgar Chua, University President Brother Raimundo Soplido, FSC, and University Chancellor Dr. Robert Releda, distinguished administrators, esteemed faculty and staff, dear parents, guests, and my fellow graduates of Batch 2018, good afternoon. I know that everybody is expecting to hear a speech about our glorified struggles as students, how we got this far, and how we are one step closer to our dreams. But today, I want to dedicate this speech for those who cannot afford to dream. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, may peace be upon you. I am Akmida de Campong Mamakotao, born and raised in Marawi City, a proud Muslim. Loosely translated in our Maranao language, sakan si Akmida, niyawiyag agumyambiat sa ingad Amarawi. And as strange as that might sound for some people, I am one of you, a fellow Lasallian achiever for God and country. In the few minutes I have been given today, I will share with you the learnings that have defined my Lasallian journey. First, hard work does pay off. In the years we have spent in this great institution, we have been trained that in order to succeed in life, we must work hard for it. This is evident in the countless nights spent on an assignment just to beat the deadline, in studying late for next day's test, or in proofreading for the nth time our academic masterpiece, the thesis. True enough, because of our hard work, we are able to make this possible. We are now part of the few who survived the grind called college. So to my fellow graduates, congratulations because you have made it. You are all living proof that there are indeed no shortcuts to success. In my close to 4 years in DLSU, I have also learned that while hard work is important, it is not everything. The irony of hard work itself is just as valuable. In DLSU, I have come across people from different walks of life with various stories to tell. And what fascinated me most is that no matter how different we are bound by similar experiences of battles to win to be able to reach our dreams. We admit that no matter how hard we work, we are challenged by factors beyond our control. gender stereotyping, discrimination, or even belonging to a minority group. And I stand here as a member of that minority. The fact that I am standing here and addressing you is a success story for my people back home. I am grateful that I have supportive parents who did everything they could to allow me to be where I am despite of what we have been through since the Marawi siege. But I cannot speak for those who have lost everything. Homes that used to be a place of refuge, businesses that put food on our tables, fellow Maranaos who died in the process. Believe it or not, we are as innocent as you are in this battle. However, these are only the tangible things. If we take into account what we have really lost in the process, no amount of sympathy will give future to our children who can no longer go to school. The infrastructures and ancestral homes at ground zero that are now reduced to ashes. And most importantly, the opportunities we have long deserved to make our city a better place to live in. We can no longer relive the memories we had at our homeland. In the busy streets of our city center, Bangulo, or even in the marketplace, or Padian as we call it, which seemed to have everything we needed. All of these gone. But how does this concern us as graduates? As young people who now have the power to become nation builders, I am hoping that when our time comes, we do not only fight for the rights that concerns us, but for the rights of the people who do not have the platform and the opportunity to be heard. If you are planning to become a politician in the future, go out of your office and reach out in far-flung areas. If you're planning to become a medical practitioner or an educator, volunteer to help the less fortunate. And as to my fellow business students, let's see to it that corporate social responsibility activities become a priority in the corporate world. Let us all help build a better nation, because that is how we make our education matter. Let us stop working hard just to succeed. Let's work hard to matter. All these times we spend learning and mastering our craft, let's make it count by becoming part of something bigger. This leads me to my last point. We can start the change we seek if we learn what it truly means to empathize. This happens when we realize the meaning behind the figures we see in media, because we go beyond just knowing. Instead, we put ourselves in their shoes, trying to understand where they come from and what they are going through. If we are able to do this, we bring less judgment and more compassion to other people's plight. We become comrades of each other, members of the same team, cheering one another towards winning similar battles, of defying adversities together and making our dreams come true. Thankfully, our Lasallian education has developed in us attributes that will help us live life beyond university. At DLSU, we were taught to be reflective lifelong learners, individuals who are capable of being both creative and critical. Our curriculum also taught us what it means to become a service-driven citizen. Let's keep these values we have learned at La Salle University and let us become what Lasallian education envisioned us to be. Lasallian achievers for God and country. With your indulgence, on behalf of this graduating batch, I'd like to thank our professors for challenging us, scaring us sometimes, and setting our minds straight. Through your guidance, dedication, and passion, We have mastered our craft, and for that, we are eternally grateful. I'd also like to thank the administration and staff for allowing us to reach the peak of our potentials. And of course, who could forget on this special day the true graduates and achievers, our parents. Thank you for always being by our side and for giving us the strength that pushed us to pursue our dreams. I'd like to especially thank my parents for giving me the life every child deserves. I hope I have made you proud today. Thank you also to my family and my siblings for being the strong support I needed. To the Almighty God, all the glory and honor is yours. You alone we worship, and indeed, you are the best disposer of all affairs. And lastly, to the graduating batch and to my friends, this may be goodbye, but the memory of an awesome ride with you will forever remain. Today's graduation means that our hard work has finally paid off. We are a step closer to realizing our dreams. But let us not forget that as we fulfill our own dreams, there are still those who cannot afford to even have one. So let's be an instrument in helping fulfill another person's dream. Once again, congratulations and Animo Lasal.